Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of the Republic of Ghana, in a speech he delivered in 6 March 1957, the day that Ghana attained independence from the British colonial rule. He said that the independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it is linked up with the total liberation of the African continent. Not only political freedom, but also freedom from poverty. People around the world perceive Africa to be the poorest continent in the world. And so it is important for us to be knowledgeable about the contrary. Africa is the richest continent in the world in terms of mineral source and natural resources. The study I made myself when I was in secondary school, and then the researches I've made in books, journals, and then articles has helped me to get the knowledge that Africa is rather the richest continent in the world. And examples of the resources that Africa has are gold, petroleum, and copper. And so tonight, these are the natural resources that I'm going to talk about. And first, I'll talk about gold in Ghana. Ghana is the richest in terms of gold production in Africa and 5th in the world. Ghana has been producing gold for over 100 years now, and according to the journal Sustainability, the amount of gold that Ghana produces is so much. If you look at the image, you can see the amount of gold that is in Ghana. All the yellow marking you see there is the gold that Ghana has. And this is by courtesy of NASA, the National Association of Space Agency. And if you look at the picture on my right, the people there are traditional rulers, kings and chiefs in Ghana. They are showcasing the fact that Ghana is really rich in gold, as you can see there. And according to the Minerals Commission of Ghana, Ghana has 14 different mining companies in 14 different cities and villages and towns in Ghana. And out of these 14 mining companies, the revenue that Ghana had by only 4 of these companies is $5.926 billion in only 2020. This shows how rich Ghana is in terms of gold. And from Ghana, I'm going to talk about Nigeria. Nigeria is the most populous nation in Africa, and Nigeria is also the largest producer and exporter of gold in Africa and 5th in the world. The picture you see there are some of the petroleum mining fields in Nigeria. According to sources, Nigeria and that was the highest in that year. And Nigeria's oil reserve is 37.2 billion barrels, and then natural gas also 187 trillion cubic oil. Since 1970 to date, Nigeria has earned revenue of $340 billion from oil and gas alone. The third mineral that I'm going to talk about is Congo DR. Congo DR is the leading producer of cobalt in the world. And if you look at the picture on your left, the gray color there is the amount of cobalt that Congo DR produces, and it is more than half of the total cobalt that the whole world produces. The top right is one of the mining companies of cobalt in Nigeria, and if you see that down there, the picture there shows the indigenes who are mining for gold illegally. This shows that cobalt is plentiful in Congo DR. And according to this data, Congo DR produces 170,000 metric tons of cobalt. And the table there, the one at the top there, shows that Congo DR produces 74.18% of world's cobalt calculation. So gold, cobalt, and oil is not the only mineral source that Africa has. All the 54 countries in Africa has one or more natural resources. Works at it. Thank you. My name is John.